a one-stop shop for businesses on the go. This sums up the concept of the Eden Square Business Centre, Nairobi's complete business office solution. 5 years ago, Alex Andrews saw a gap in the Kenyan market for an office where answering calls, faxing and business presentations can be done, but without being tied to a 5-year lease, which local authorities require for setting up businesses in Nairobi.
To be honest, when we started out, we did very much have the vision that we wanted to see and help small companies grow. I mean, at the end of the day, the Kenyan economy and the East African economy will only grow if small businesses are allowed to flourish, and it's always been quite difficult. I mean, the infrastructural, okay, now telephones are cheap, as we know, but until 6 months ago, they're incredibly expensive. Any kind of using internet was expensive. It was very difficult, in fact, for small companies to really get started. And we did want to, we wanted to create an environment which would enable small companies to grow.
The concept was new. It wasn't until 2 months later when the first clients bought into the idea.
When we opened our first office here at Eden Square, we were selling a concept. So it wasn't just about trying to sell ours as being better than others. It was trying to explain to people that, this is how it works. It may seem expensive per square foot, but when you throw in the fact that you've got your reception, you've got all the facilities you need, you don't have any capital expenditure, you don't have to employ a messenger, you don't have to employ a driver, all those things are there. People began to understand what the concept was about and the fact that actually it was a far more efficient way of running their office in certain circumstances, and allowed people to focus on their business, which really is what any company, when they first enter into a new market, they need to focus on what that market is and how they're going to deliver their business.
But now Andrew says they can't keep up with the demand. The Eden Square offices in Westlands expanded to include 2 other office blocks in Nairobi, one in Upper Hill and another at the Wilson Airport Business Park. Soon another office will open on Mombasa Road, en route to the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, and another in Kisumu, Kenya's 3rd largest city.
The first place outside of Nairobi we built is Kisumu, which I'm sure you know is on Lake Victoria, which is on the border with Tanzania and with Uganda. And I think with the opening of the East African Union, it's going to become a more important city. It's so well situated that for a lot of companies, they're going to see that as maybe the most strategic point to settle. We're already beginning to see companies wanting to move down there.
The Eden Square Business Centre launched its service office concept in 2006. This was to accommodate the growing number of local and international businesses trying to break into the East African region. It was the first company in the region to provide an extensive range of serviced and virtual office solutions.
Serviced office solution is where you take a permanent physical office, and this can be either the biggest ones we do are about 12 people to the smallest ones, which is 1 person to 2 people offices. Some companies take 8 offices, and depending on how many people they need or whatever, but they have a physical presence with a desk. And it has, it has desk, it has telephones, it has internet, it has everything you need. You have a key to your own office and a security lock, and you come and you use it as you please. So the only thing you'd bring with you is a computer in that case. And we have certain facilities, like we have a server room where you can put your own server in and you can join 8 offices together, so effectively creating your own mini office within the broader scale of the bigger office. Then the other side is the virtual office, where you don't actually physically have your own space. You have use of a space for a certain amount of time. It's the concept of hot desking.
With administration and IT support taken care of, the business centre allows both local startups and multinational corporations time to focus on their core business.